Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Motorsports and racing cars is a big part of the heritage here at G-Stone Motors. Todd and I have been racing each other for years. I love the one-on-one competition. Comes bottom line, we're all behind each other and support each other with everything we do. I think that says a lot about our company's culture. I'm Vince Quinville, Service Manager at G-Stone Motors.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome in here, race fans. Championship night for the Leon Gagne Memorial 100 here tonight, presented by G-Stone Motors. It all comes down to tonight, race fans. 2 drivers that are battling for a championship. Trevor Giroux and Chad Lackey tonight will slug it out for 100 laps here tonight in our feature, as they are just separated by 37 points. We have a lot going on here tonight. It's, of course, the Leon Gagne Memorial here tonight. It's also throwback night here. It's the last race, the biggest feature that we have on the season, and we have that championship that we were talking about. Let's, what do you say, race fans? We try to do something a little bit different here tonight. What do you say we see if we can get a hold of these drivers that are battling for the championship? Let's start things off with the driver who started off the season with one of the hottest shoes we have seen. How about it, Mr. Lackey? You come into the night here at Oswego with the chance to pick up your first career championship.
Yeah, looking forward to tonight, Roger. That's for sure. I said we're gonna take it slow tonight. We're probably gonna take it easy for the first, I'd say, 40 to 50 laps. Just kind of eye things out, see how the track turns out, and yeah, maybe just see if we pick off a couple positions. And we're just gonna aim for a top 5 tonight. It's gonna be a bit of a long shot to catch Trevor tonight, but yeah, we'll just aim for a top 5 and see what we can do.
You talk about seeing what you can do. You started off the season hot, back-to-back wins, taking the trophies back across the border, which we can really kind of just see right there. What would it mean to not only take those first 2 trophies home of the season, but to take this last one home with, well, of course, the big one?
No, it would be great. It would be amazing if that would happen. But no, we just the season started off hot there, and I think after that break, that 3-week stint, no racing, kind of things just went a little sour for me. Just getting pretty unlucky there in the heat races, and that's where Trevor shined the most, right? That's where he made up his positions, and that's how he started within like the first top 3 rows of the feature. And that's all we need to do. Just need to get those heat wins or better heat finishes. That's all.
It's where it's going to be tonight. It looks like a full house here tonight at the Oswego Speedway as we get ready to go for the longest feature here of the season, Mr. Lackey. It's been a pleasure to watch you all season long. Before we let you strap the helmet on here, 2 minutes away from our qualifying session, is there anybody back home you got to thank that's made this season so possible?
Yeah, got to thank Vertex Graphics for hooking me up with this Stefan LaFrance 2012 wrap. Grew up watching Stefan racing back in Brockville Speedway. Always loved this car. So yeah, got to give a shout out to Vertex Graphics for that. Of course, yourself, Roger, for doing the broadcasts. All the admins, Dean, Rob, Brandon, all those guys for putting this league on. Got to thank 802 for, of course, sponsoring the league. All the boys in Discord. We put so much time and effort into this, and yeah, just gotta give a good thanks to them boys. And yeah, I just want to say hi to everyone watching, and let's do this. It's not fun.
There it is. Chad Lackey, race fans, a chance to pick up his 8th podium, his 3rd win, and maybe his first ever championship with the series. We'll see if that is going to be possible here tonight for him, or will it go to another Canadian Maple Leaf? How about it, ladies and gentlemen? It's your points championship leader, Trevor Giroux. Trevor, so far it's been a great season. What would it mean to pick up maybe one more feature win to take the big check and the big trophy back across the border?
Oh man, it'd mean everything just to win the championship. That'd mean everything to me. Not my greatest track, so just not out here to try and win the feature. Just gotta, it's 100 laps. Just stay clean and be there at the end, and make sure I'm in position to beat Chad there in the points and take home the trophy. But yeah, like to answer your question, it'd mean everything. That's the goal. That's the goal coming in, obviously, right? Any league you run. So we'll see what happens. Long race here.
We got to talk on the 802 podcast the other day about what, the deficit here. It's 37 points coming in. You know where you have to fall, but it gets a little bit tougher tonight. 25 drivers have made it here to Oswego. It's the largest field we've seen in a couple weeks. And to kind of throw you for a good curveball, how about we throw some throwback schemes on these cars and make you go out there in a pack and race them?
Oh yeah, it's a good looking field of cars here. Yeah, like you said, 25, so we're in B-main territory. Just got to get through the heat race, make it in through the heat, and make sure you're not in a B-main. And yeah, looking forward to getting to the feature here and seeing all these beautiful race cars, throwing it back to some legends of the game, and yeah.
Well, before we let you go, I know it's qualifying time here. We got limited time, so who do you got to thank for having a great season here as your rookie campaign with the 802 358 Modified Series?
I just got to thank all the guys at FTM. Really, it's been a game changer since joining this team, and they're very, very helpful. Clay's been coaching me and helped me. So shout out to them. Shout out to Dean Reynolds Super Dirt Car Series, Expert Installation. My mom and dad are watching. Got some guys from work watching too. So shout out to those guys, and looking forward to a long one here.
Well, good luck here tonight, Trevor. Hopefully we get to talk to you after this 100-lap feature.
Thanks, Roger. Appreciate you.
There it is, race fans. Your points championship leader coming in. He has 100 laps to see if he can hold on to that or if it will go down the road to the 66 of Chad Lackey. Remember, race fans, it's 100 laps here tonight, and those two championship drivers you just heard from, Chad Lackey is sitting 37 points behind Trevor Giroux. So that's how they're coming in. We told you it's not just, paint scheme night here tonight, race fans. It, of course, is the Leon Gagno 100 here tonight at the Oswego Speedway, brought to us by G-Stone Motors. But what do you say we amp it up just a little bit? Throw paint schemes on these cars, throwbacks to some heroes, family members, friends, and everything in between, and, put it the most laps. And how about this? On the screen there, you see it, courtesy here of BG Graphics tonight. $25 going to our feature winner, $15 going to second, $10 going to third. Each heat race winner, courtesy of Dean Reynolds in the Super Dirt Car Series, picking up $5 cash. Hard charger here tonight. Of course, we got to thank Mr. Radiator's Auto Service because they are putting up $10 for the hard charger. And look at this. There is a back row challenge coming into the night. Any of these drivers that pick up a heat race win here tonight have the option to drop straight to the back for the 100-lap feature and see if they can work their way through. If they do, $50 to the driver that goes to the back here. So a lot of interesting things here tonight at the Oswego Speedway. We'll touch on more of the drivers that are in their throwbacks here a little bit later on. What do you say we get that heat race number 1 coming our way? And let's start things off because it is starting on the pole here tonight of heat race number 1. It'll be the number 4 of Brandon Guerin. To the outside of him, the Billings Motorsports number 17. That'll be Shane Billings. It'll be the number 39 here tonight of Mike Brewer, starting P number 3. Alongside him, it'll be Chad Lackey in the number 66 transponder machine. Dropping back a row, you got the number 57 of Brian Lawson, and you got Joey Lattisaur lining up right there. Mike Stryker, Glenn Sharp will round out the field. I believe I missed Sean Green. He'll start into the 7th spot. How do you miss that beautiful looking number 27? Talking about cars that are out there with paint schemes, I did see the 27 has a new scheme on his machine here tonight. I don't think I have that one in the rundown, but let's take a look. Taking a look, and oh man, it's a good looking car. I wish I actually had that in my notes. We'll see if we can actually get that one for you, race fans. I think I did see it out there because all these drivers with their good looking hot rods, they all deserve the credit. Well, 1, because it's a good looking hot rod, and 2, because these drivers have put so much time, so much effort, not just into the season, but into their throwbacks that they have here tonight. So you will see these throwbacks scattered all through. Second year replica. That's what it was for Sean Green in that number 27. Throwing back to 20, I believe, for me, it looks like what we would consider down here a street stock. Maybe a pro stock up there in New York for Green. So we'll touch base with some more of those drivers. 8 laps still going to be the distance here tonight, race fans. 5 drivers to qualify straight in. 25 drivers. We will qualify all drivers in, but we will have to first get through these heat races. Green flag ready to come out when they see it right here. 8 laps, 5 to qualify. Heat race number 1 from Oswego. Great start by Brandon down on the inside here tonight. You're going to notice he's driving that throwback scheme, that number 2 here, seeing if he can lead lap number 1, Brewer, to the inside of the number 39. First lap, though, going to go to the number 4. Guerin going to hold on to it for the time being. Here comes Lackey. Lackey talked about it, race fans. You heard him earlier talk about it. It's all about the starting position. Has to be very patient. Has himself a very good spot chasing the number 39. The driver there, Mr. Brewer, back limited this season. But he's here to play tonight. On the dance floor he is. So it's Brewer, Lackey, Guerin, Billings, Lattisaur currently sitting right there. You see him, the number 23. Currently, Lattisaur is running back here into P number 5, the final transfer spot. Remember, all drivers will qualify themselves in tonight, but it's all about the starting spot. Joey Lattisaur running a throwback paint scheme to his dad, who won the 1987 Super Dirt Car Series Small Block Rookie of the Year. So that paint scheme meaning a lot to the Lattisaur family. Just behind them, that's Lawson in the 99. And Green in the 27. Green will take back the 6th spot from Lawson. Just behind them is Stryker and Sharp. We're going to see 3 to go that time by at the line for Brewer. It is Brewer, it is Lackey is how they are. There as you see them, they have pulled away a good distance. About a second and a half over Billings and Guerin. Brandon having his best run right there in that 4th position. We're keeping it locked right here as the old popsicle sticks are about to get wound up. So popsicle sticks going in the air this time. 2 more times for these 2 drivers. Just a little over 1 mile of racing left. Things are going to go quick here tonight at the Oswego Speedway. I say quick as race fans, I know. We're going to go 100 laps in the feature, right? White silk in the air. It'll be the final trip here. Does Chad Lackey have anything for that number 39? All over the back tail tank, down the back straightaway. Final time through 3. Final time through turn number 4. Drag race down the front straightaway. Give it to Brewer. It'll be Brewer, Lackey, Billings, Guerin, Lattisaur, Green, Lawson, Stryker, and Sharp. So Brewer having himself a good starting spot and a chance to take, well, Going to the back. I'm trying to think of the words I want to say, race fans, and words are hard. We go over this every week. Words are very hard for me. Roger, you talk so much. How are they hard? Race fans, trust me. Bear with me as we get that starting lineup for you. So, starting a lineup here, going to look like this. Nope, we're going to do old school. Number 7 of Anthony Roselli will start on the front row here. The driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. The 007 of Sam Bachman will start right alongside him. Back there into the 3rd spot, then it'll be the number 76. That'll be Ryland Banks. Barber scheduled to roll from the 4th spot. Well, how about Sharp? Sharp's going to go from 5th. That's Jeff Sharp. 6th going to be Logan Wentz. Good to see him back behind the wheel. And how about last week's hard charger? Harold Klump going to start there into the 7th spot, while Shane Pearson, driver from just down the road from Harold, he will start there into the 8th spot. 8 drivers, 8 laps the distance here. A whole brand new ball game of paint schemes out there. I say a whole new ball game like I have this all queued up, right, race fans? Looking through the field here, who do we got in this one? Just taking a peek here, looks like Barber here tonight is throwing it back to his cousin Randy, who raced at the mile back in the 80s. So you see him, he'll start to the 2nd row to the outside. So Barber has a good-looking hot rod. Can't call him the Biff tonight, race fans. Also saw one of those Tobias cars out there. Yep, that's going to be Shane here tonight. Harold's driving the 17 Junior. We're getting right. I told you guys it was going to be a rough one here. On the front row, it's it's the Van Sickle Electric number 7. Throwing it back, though. We'll get the green flag underway, though, and then we'll get to chit-chatting and talking. Great start by Roselli. Oh, we're going to tangle him up. I said great start, and look at him down in 1. Tangled up, that's Roselli, that's Banks, that's Sharp, and Klump. We're go back to the front here because we stay green here tonight. Green for the heat races, and it's going to be Bachman here slipping and sliding his way to the front. That's Bachman, Barber, and Wentz. We haven't seen Wentz a whole lot this season. It's always good when we get to see Logan Wentz. He's one of those drivers that competed here for 3 seasons on a full-time schedule. And just down in front of him, Bachman's trying to hold off Barber. Barber trying to throw Randy's paint scheme into victory lane for this heat race if he can. Barber down around the bottom side. So it's Barber, Bachman, Wentz, Pearson. There you see that number 31. That's Jim Bernheisel, I believe, a throwback here. Jim running a laser chassis late model back in the day. 3 to go when we come by. It'll be 3 more to go here in heat race number 2. Barber and Bachman have pulled themselves away, so it's going to come down to these two. Jeff Sharp is just a little bit out in front of the race leaders. There you see the number 28 of Sharp. Popsicle sticks this time by. There's the battle for the race lead. There's the gap back to Wentz. Shane sitting there in 4th. Remember the top 5 drivers. Where's 5th? There's Ryland Banks as he enters turn number 1 with 2 laps to go. Take a peek back at the race lead. It's starting to open up a little bit here for Barber as the G-Stone Motors white flag is out. It'll be one more trip around here in the 2nd heat race of the night. Barber looking to see if he can pick up another heat race this season. That'll be the 5th heat race that Barber has been able to go to victory lane. So it'll be Barber, Bachman, Wentz, Pearson, Banks, Roselli, Klump, and Sharp will finish shotgun to the field there. So as those drivers finish up the 2nd heat race of the evening, that leaves us, race fans, with just one more heat race tonight. One more heat race, and they will come to the grid looking like this. Starting in the front row here tonight, that is car number 79 out of Syracuse, New York. That'll be Dean Reynolds. To the outside of him, car number 41, that'll be Tyler Neff in car 41. Back into row number 2, that'll be your points championship leader coming in. That'll be the number 75 T, that'll be Trevor Giroux. Giroux right alongside him, that'll be the number 51, Clay Christopherson. Christopherson in P number 4. Fifth starting spot here tonight, that'll be Ted York. Then it'll be, how about Mr. Kinsey back here tonight behind the wheel. Dylan Kinsey will start into the 6th spot. Andrew Hansley in 7th. And Bud Molyneux back here also. Good to see Bud. We haven't seen Bud back in, well, I believe he's only made one start this season. Things happen. People get busy. 3 heat races here tonight. 5 drivers qualify. Take 25 cars to the feature. We already have Brewer and Barber. Any B's in this heat race? No, we're going to break that streak. So no B's in this heat race. Remember, all heat race winners picking up $5 here tonight from the Super Dirt Car Series. Super Dirt Car Series has their big race, just like we do here with the 802 Series right here. The Super Dirt Car Series has Super Dirt Week. Dean Reynolds never invites me to that one, race fans. He'll invite me to Charlotte, but not here to Oswego. Ready to go. 8 laps, 8 drivers. Final heat race of the season. Green flag up. Reynolds will lead us to turn number 1 here. Great start by Reynolds. A good start by Giroux. The outside lane there. Tyler not quite going 3 wide down the back straightaway. That was Christopherson in the middle in the mellow yellow. Number 51 throwback for the Full Throttle Motorsports crew. Lap 1 will go to Dean Reynolds. So Reynolds leading lap number 1 here in the heat race. But boy, does he get some hungry hippos bearing down on him down the back straightaway. Just about a half a car length lead for Reynolds over Neff and Giroux, who are 2 by 2. And just behind them, it's Kinsley and Christopherson. It's now or never, Mr. Reynolds. Take a look here. Let's ride on board if we can. Riding on board the Super Dirt Car Series onboard camera with the number 79 of Dean Reynolds. Look at Giroux. He is lurking down to the inside. Not going to have it at the line. It'll be 5 to go as they work through turns 1 and 2. It's still Reynolds, but Giroux is there. A little bit of a bump developing off of turn number 2 as they enter down the back straightaway, and then another little bump headed down into turn number 3. This track going to go through major transitions here tonight as we got these heat races going on. We got a last chance qualifier coming up. We got the 100-lap feature here tonight. A lot of racing left on this surface, and Giroux going to get tight down on the bottom. They're going to stack him up. He loses 1 position, but boy, did it get close down there. Molyneux going to lose a lot of momentum. Christopherson was able to check up and get out of the number 75T. So we stay going, but now it's Reynolds, and he's got Neff all over the back end of him. That's the throwback to Lou Blaney, a modified that raced at Sharon Speedway back in 1982. So, race fans, I can tell you, I was not even born when that machine hit the speedways. 2 to go. It'll be White Silk this time in this heat race. Can Dean Reynolds do it? Can he hold off the number 41? Tyler seeing if he can pick up his 3rd heat race win. Oh, and he's up the speedway off of turn 2. That'll hand things over to the number 79 of Dean Reynolds. Just has to bring it back around here. He will. It'll be Dean Reynolds picking up the final heat race win of the season. So Dino picking that one up. It'll be Reynolds, Giroux, Neff, Kinsey, York, Molyneux, Hansley and Christopherson is how they all come across the line there. That's our final heat race of the season. That's in the books. So Reynolds taking his own money, if you will. Just waiting to see if we're going to get some track prep in here. We will not. We'll take this track surface and we'll go right over to the last chance qualifier, and they will line them up right like this. That won't work. Maybe one time we'll get it to work. Boy, oh boy, I tell you. Technology is great when it works, race fans. Starting on the pole here of the last chance qualifier, car number 27, that'll be Sean Green. Starting in P number 2, car number 7, that'll be the Van Sickle Electric number 7 of Anthony Roselli. Lawson, that's Brian Lawson, car number 57, will roll from 3rd. 4th will be the 883 of Bud Molyneux. Andrew Hansley scheduled to roll from the next position, and right alongside him, another Pennsylvania driver. That'll be car number 35, that'll be Harold Klopp. Starting back there into the 7th spot, then will be car number 28, that'll be Jeff Sharp, and right alongside him, the number 15 of Mike Stryker. Glenn Sharp and the number 99, he'll roll from 9th and the final spot here tonight. Car number 51 breaking on the final lap of his heat race. That'll be the number 51 of Clay Christopherson. Christopherson starting shotgun to the field. 15 drivers locked in. 10 more will join them here out of this last chance qualifier. So if I uno, dos, I traced correctly, race fans, I swear I took my shoes off to do the math on this one. All the drivers you see on the speedway right now, 1 through 10, will make tonight's 100-lap feature event for the Leon Gagne Memorial 100, presented by G-Stone Motors. All drivers going to the dance. We had a poll on the 802 podcast. You can catch Rob Lowell and Brandon Guerin weekly on the 802 podcast. We're estimating about 30 to 40 laps, actually. That was the poll that got averaged out, 30 to 40 laps. Once we hit the feature for Roger to finally get all these paints and everything worked in here tonight. But what do you say we give you 10 more laps on the racing surface? Roselli and Green to turn number 1. Roselli choosing the outside lane here in the initial start. Maybe a little contact there. You can see that bump down on the exit of turn 2, getting even worse. Roselli bobbled, Green bobbled, Molyneux bobbled, and everybody just bobbled it up and down the back straightaway. Lap 1, going to go to the driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. The sun just went down for him, and the stars came out, and that star is Anthony Roselli. Roselli leading the way of Lawson and Green just behind them. Lawson to the outside there in car number 99, 57 with the transponder loop for following along at home. We know it's going to get a little confusing tonight here, race fans, but bear with us, and we're going to work through this one together. See, Bud Molyneux that time hit the whoop section, if you will, off turn number 2. Clump there in the 17 junior. Christopherson's been able to work his way up 2 spots already. He's sitting 7th and trying to see if he can get around Clump and Sharp, and then try to maybe work on Molyneux. Plenty of laps because there'll just be 6 more times around. I say plenty and then just 6 more as they're 3 wide. Christopherson down around the bottom. That's where he loves to run. If you win the last chance qualifier here tonight, you will start in the 16th position. Roselli been just kind of checking out, taking a look at the lap times. Been about 1/10 of a second faster than everybody chasing him. Five to go. It'll be 4 more times. Only driver that's running side by side, still trying to pick up some spots. That is Christopherson, and that number 28 of Sharp that you see there, the white and blue entry. He's also been able to pick up 3 spots in this last chance qualifier. So Christopherson just trying to follow that 28 through the field. Sand in the hourglass, though, starting to run down. Roselli stretching his legs some more, still the fastest 3:58 on the speedway here tonight at Oswego. He'll see 2 laps to go before anybody else. Molyneux trying to work the outside of the 883, trying to widen this one out. Track already building a lot of character. White flag in the air one more time. Final last chance qualifier of the season. Roselli down the back straightaway, one final trip. So as he'll pick up the last chance qualifier, he'll start 16th. Walson, Green, Molyneux, Sharp, Klump, Christofferson, Sharp, Stryker, and Hansley. That's how they all come across the line here in the last chance qualifier. That's it. It's all in the books. Except for the 100-lap feature. And except for, well, who's the champion? We don't know yet, race fans. We're going to take that quick step away here. And we will be back in just a couple of moments because we got something special here tonight for you, race fans. So don't go anywhere here from the Oswego Speedway. The lights are on, the stars are getting ready, and we will crown a champion when we come back.
So proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Here's to our country markets, to the moms and the pops, to the 3 generations strong, to the lifeblood of our communities, for prepping our meals and lending a hand through the good times and challenging times.
I'll be there when you need me.
for always being there for us. Your friends at G-Stone Motors.
Everybody has some kind of a hobby, and it seems that mine was collecting stuff. I've got to the point where I've had to get rid of some of this, and G-Stone Motors, they didn't take anything in trade. I'd trade my Caterpillar D4D bulldozer for a pickup. I think it's great service for people to trade in something. The G-Stone Motors team is a great group of people that I would recommend to anybody.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here, race fans. You see these drivers out onto the speedway. Final touches have been done as these drivers are going to come out onto the back straightaway, race fans. Something we only do at the end of the seasons. We are going to get these drivers, these stars of the cars, to go 4 wide here. We're going to give you the opportunity to pick out your favorite paint scheme of these drivers. Is it going to be a throwback to a family member? Is it going to be a throwback that started one of these drivers' careers? We're about to see them all as they come by us here on the front straightaway tonight. Get ready. Get set and take a look at your favorite one. These are your stars, your cars of the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series here. Race fans, who do you got tonight? As these drivers are getting ready to go 100 laps here in just a couple of moments. This is the best opportunity we are going to have to look at these 358 Modifieds as the way they rolled off the showroom floor in their garages at home. Now you'll see it. These drivers are ready. They had to feel it out for just a couple of moments, race fans. Now we're going to get them into that 4 wide salute. This is to all of you race fans that not only supported the 358 Modified Series this year, presented by G-Stone Motors, but all the sponsors out there. G-Stone Motors, BG Graphics, the Super Dirt Car Series, Mr. Radiator's Auto Service, Admin Box, Highside Productions. This is to all of yous back home that make this weekly series as special as it is. See them as they come by the flag stand. This time, race fan, 4 wide and plenty of excitement with horsepower ready to come your way from Oswego. It's been a heck of a season, race fans. We got to thank you one more time. Our hats are off for you because without the sponsors, without the race fans, none of these pictures would be possible. It's been 4 seasons as the voice here of the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series for the 802, and boy, oh boy, has it been one of the best times I've ever had. From your local short track hero to the big stars, the big cars, they all race right here with the 802 series right here on dirt. Well, we got some of these drivers kind of bopping around here now. They're going to squirt out for you, race fans. Take a look here on the left-hand side. Of course, tonight is the Leon Gagnon Memorial 100 here tonight. Take a look. Brandon Guerin throwing it back to a legend in the series. One of the best throwbacks we have here tonight. I'm going to say one of the best because we have a bunch of them out there. So not only did Brandon bring something to hot, something hot to trot, how about one of Dean's really good friends out there? Huh? Yes, race fans, I know you're thinking, does Dean actually have friends? I'm telling you, Roger Horvat was one of Dean, or is one of Dean's very good friends. Dean honoring him here tonight. We got another one. Brewer throwing it back. You would have thought that this is kind of his mainstay. You've seen it a lot, running his brother Matt's car here tonight in the 100. Billings throwing it back to himself. He put a racing montage, if you will, of himself running everything from karts to hobby stocks. I saw York is out here tonight. He's running a great throwback himself. That's the Plank entry. Dale Planks, number 77X. We got many more here to go through tonight, race fans, because these drivers, they put in a lot of time, not behind just the wheel, honing their craft here on iRacing or out at your local short track, but they put a lot of time into thinking about who they wanted to throw it back to. I believe this one here tonight, Harold Klump throwing it back to Toby Tobias Jr. in 1990. That was a great year, race fans. Good looking hot rod we'll see out here in just a couple of moments. So I hope those paint schemes got you ready to go. I hope that 4 wide also got you ready to go, because 25 drivers in just a couple of moments are going to take to the starting lineup here tonight for the Leon Gagno Memorial 100 presented by G-Stone Motors. Race fans, we talk to you weekly about, race season's about to pop off, right? Where can you go to get your Ford to get you back and forth to the racetrack? There's only one place. It's in Middlebury, Vermont. It is your family-owned and certified Ford dealer. That is G-Stone Motors. We got to thank Todd, Justin, the whole Stone family for their support, because without them, we wouldn't be here each season. But it's the time you've all come for. How about this, race fans? Your starting lineup here tonight for the Leon Gagno Memorial 100 presented by G-Stone Motors. Starting on the front row here tonight, driving the number 39 car, that'll be Mike Brewer. To the outside of him, the Tessier Mechanical number 16, that'll be Matt Barber. Driver out of Syracuse, New York, driving car number 79, that'll be the Super Dirt Car Series number 79 of Dean Reynolds. Chad Lackey in the Billings Motorsports number 66 will roll from fourth with a chance for a championship. It's the 007, it's the Bachman entry, last season number 3's champion, that'll be Sam Bachman rolling from fifth. This driver, he is your points championship leader coming in. The number 75T, that'll be Trevor Giroux. He'll roll from the 6th starting spot. Shane Billings in car number 17 here tonight will roll from the 7th starting position. Alongside him, car number 18 of Logan Wentz. Starting back into the 9th spot, car number 41 has a good chance here tonight to walk away with, a good championship finishing position. Could be 4th. It'll be car number 41 of Tyler Neff. And one of the drivers with one of those great throwbacks, the number 4 of Brandon Guerin, will start 10th. Driver in position number 11, starting spot here tonight, the 193. That'll be Shane Pearson. Pearson in the 193, starting in 11th. Dylan Kinsey in car number 39 will roll right there from the 12th starting spot. Joey Lattisaur, car number 23, will start in 13th here tonight, while Rylan Banks will start in 14th. 15th to be the number 09 of Ted York. 16th to be the Van Sickle Electric number 7 out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. That'll be Anthony Roselli. Brian Lawson in the 57 will go from 17th. Sean Green in car 27 in 18th. Bud Molyneux in 19th. Jeff Sharp here tonight in 20th. 21st, that'll be the driver of car number 35. That'll be Harold Klump. Clay Christopherson in 22nd. 23rd, Glenn Sharp and Mike Stryker. That is your 24 car starting lineup here tonight in the Leon Gagno Memorial 100, presented by G-Stone Motors' Green Flag Racing 100 laps from Oswego. Great start by Brewer, great start by Barber, and Barber gets bite off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He'll squirt to the race lead, and he'll try to lead lap number 1. Don't look now, because here comes the Lackey machine to the outside. The grip looks to be high and wide already here at Oswego. Here comes Lackey. It's Barber, though, to lead lap number 1. Barber, Lackey, Giroux, Brewer, and Wentz is how they came across the finish line to lead lap number 1. Looking at the driver that is sitting there, currently running into that 5th position. He is one of the drivers that has the most wins in the series. I say one of. A lot of drivers looking to see if they can etch their name onto that win list. Logan Wentz has 2 career wins with the series, running 5th currently. Barber still able to hold the top spot here early in this one. starting to work themselves out. Got to come back here to right around the number 10th position. That's Banks. There's Kinsey. And contact between Banks and Kinsey. They made a little contact up into the wall just out front of him. That's the number 4 Brandon Guerin entry. There you see him in the Gagno number 2, actually. Transponder reading number 4 here tonight. A little deeper into the field, one of the drivers that's picked up the most spots here tonight, that's the number 27. That is Sean Green. There you see him. He's started 18th. He's already up there running 14th in just 5 completed laps here tonight. 5 out of the 100. Come by, knock another one off that bid board. Barber and Lackey. Still the fastest 2 machines out there. Barber down low, Lackey up top with Giroux running in third, holding the bottom side of the speedway. Then it's Wentz getting around Brewer. Brewer started on the front row. That 39 fading early here. Is he now maybe going into conservation mode? When I say conservation mode, race fans, and dirt racing doesn't usually go together, does it? Well, it is when it's 100 laps. Ladasaur in the 15th position. There you see him in the number 23. Throwing it back to his dad. Love these throwbacks. The plank entry of Ted York. There he is. Sitting there into the 17th spot right now. How about Clay Christopherson? Remember, he had to come from a last chance qualifier. He's running 19th. Everybody pretty much up around the outside. Bid for the race lead, though. Here comes Lackey. Lackey rolling the top side of the speedway. It looks like he'll do it. Lackey to the race lead here at Oswego. Lackey running for a chance for the championship. Got that paint scheme on there. There we go. The real shot to the iRacing rendition shot. Had to twist it up just a little bit, huh? Still a good-looking hot rod. That is the race leader right now, Chad Lackey. So Lackey now leading Barber with Wentz and Giroux. Wentz on the top side of the speedway. He's picked up 5 spots. He's running currently 3rd. Just to give you an update, nobody took the back row challenge, so Brewer, Barber, and Dino. Or actually, did I miss Dino? Dino did not. So none of the heat race winners did go to the back of the field here tonight. So that $50 bonus is out the window. Oh, pile up here. Sharp involved, one of them on its side. I believe that is the green entry. Ladasaur, Sharp, all coming together here. Looks like we actually, since we cleared the track, we're going to stay green. We'll stay green here at Oswego. We'll see if we can jump back and see what happened. This is your Super Dirt Car Series replay. Watching the 28 here. Oh, Reynolds got tangled in a chain reaction. Nowhere for Sharp or Green to go. Ladasaur involved also. Everybody else skipped and skedaddled around the field. We stay green. One car did head to the infield, and that is the number 27 of Sean Green. His night here at Oswego is going to end early. And Jeff Sharp, you see him just out in front of the race leaders right now. Battle is for that top spot still, because it's not that, don't call it that big of a gap just yet, race fans. Lackey is right there, Barber, Wentz, and Giroux. And you're probably wondering to yourself right now, what does Trevor Giroux have to do here tonight at Oswego to pick up the win? Well, he has to finish 18th if Chad Lackey were to win, and I believe Lackey would also have to take home the 5 bonus points. So we'll keep you updated with that one here as we continue to run. Almost 20 laps in the books. It'll be 19 actually when we come back around here. Wentz now into that second position. Oh, but don't count your chickens before they come home to hatch, because there comes Barber. He'll power up around the outside of turns 1 and 2, down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. The outside lane just is very dominant right now here tonight at Oswego. Going to go through the transition a little bit later on. Now Barber going to go to the bottom side of 1 and 2. Outside, inside, outside, inside. Who is that running back and forth? That is actually the 04 Brandon Guerin. Remember, we talked about him having that Gagno number 2 out here tonight. Having himself one heck of a running here in the early going. Bachman sitting there running into that 5th spot. Then Banks Giroux has dropped into the 7th position. And that is the number 7, or if you will, the number 80 of Anthony Roselli. He is running in the 8th spot, now 7th spot if he can get around Giroux. That'll be 9 spots gained for the driver out of Pennsylvania. Just trying to take a look around the field. And I gotta apologize. I said everybody made the field here tonight. Andrew Hansley, it looks like, actually was the scratch here. I say scratch, he actually was the alternate here. 24 tonight here to start tonight's feature event. Lackey, Wentz, and Barber still out front. Guerin and Bachman. That's the top 5 right now. One into the outside wall. That is the Logan Wentz entry. Wentz was second. Now he'll fall back to third and fall into the clutches. Look at the driver down on the bottom. That is the Bachman driver. Right on board here, courtesy of G-Stone Motors, riding on board with the last season's champion, the 007 of Sam Bachman. Has yet to find victory lane in a points-paying race this season here for the 802 series. Sitting there running in 4th, just got around Brandon, so bump Brandon back to 5th. Battle for the race lead because Barber has caught back up to Lackey. It's a 3-car battle for the top spot. Lackey up around the top side, Barber down low. This time by, we will have 26 in the books, working 27 at the line. I didn't catch it on the transponder strike. Give that to Barber anyway. Oh, problem. Lackey tried to get to the bottom side, and Wentz was right there. Got right into the back bars. Got that Lackey entry all sorts of out of shapes. Bachman now saying thank you. Now I'm into this battle. See the Shepherd throwback there for Bachman. Wentz still around the outside. A lot of these drivers have migrated down low now. See Guerin trying to hold off Ryland Banks. Banks was one of those drivers that got checked up early. And he's been able to work his way back through the field. Banks currently sitting in the 6th. There's Roselli just behind him. Reynolds has dropped a little bit here in the early going. Remember, he was involved in that little bit of a tango. Him and that Roger Horvat throwback. Brandon's starting to fade now. Watching the lap times here recently for that number 4 entry. Brandon about 2/10 off the drivers that he's battling currently here. But he's stuck to the outside. Everybody else, you see them, they've kind of moved down. They've left Guerin up top. Lackey has fallen back to 3rd because Barber got around him, then Wentz went around him. Here comes Bachman. Bachman's trying the top side once again. Wentz into the outside wall, giving a little kiss out of turn number 4 that time. Wentz has a big old diamond, and that car is knocked out of tow. I'm looking at the wheels as he comes down the straightaway. That car is definitely not driving straight. He's up into the wall again. And now he'll go 4 over the fluff, and that's going to put him back to running 7th. So it's Barber, Lackey, Bachman, Banks, and Roselli. That is the top drivers. Here comes Dino. He's back into this one. And I got to take my hat off to Mr. Reynolds this year. Dean told me early on, he's the only guy that I know has a paint scheme for every day of the week, or every day of the year, or, every week, whatever you want to say it. This year he raced one paint scheme all season long, except here tonight. But of course, tonight is a very understandable night. There's Barber, there's Bachman, Lackey, Banks, and Roselli. Roselli, the new player here at the front of the field. Been able to pick up double digits here, and we're not even halfway home in this one. Seen a lot of comers, seen some goers. How will the night transpire? 65 laps here from Oswego still tonight in the Leon Gagne Memorial 100, presented by G-Stone Motors. It's the season finale of season number 4. It came in tonight to Chad Lackey, 37 points back. Of the number 75 tee of Trevor Giroux. Right now, Lackey is running into that third spot while there is Giroux. Giroux's back running in 10th. Giroux has Brewer just behind him, then York. Out in front of him, though, he's got the Billings entry, the Wentz entry. And remember, Wentz has the toe knocked out of that number 32 here tonight. How he's still turning laps like he is, I will not know. I'm not that talented. I can just tell you what I see, and I can tell you that car is not tracking straight. Let's ride on board here with the Logan Wentz number 18 here tonight. This is the BG Graphics onboard camera. Logan Wentz finally has taken his machine off the top side of the speedway and put it down to the bottom side through turns 1 and 2. We'll see what he does down here. He goes bottom shelf hunting once again. Battle back here between Stryker and Pearson. Shane in that number 31 throwback. Stryker in his number 15. These drivers running currently back here into the 19th and 20th position, respectively, on the speedway. Stryker's been able to pick up 5 spots. Shane has fallen 9 since the drop of the green flag. Everybody spreading out here, finding their preferred lane for the time being. That's Brewer and Wentz you are watching with York. Running 10th, 11th, and 12th. Brewer has fallen back 9 spots also since the drop of the green flag here tonight. Remember, he picked up heat race number 1's win. Lackey is in a hornet's nest. I just saw it light up on my screen. Lackey dropped a spot to that number 9S. That's Bachman here tonight. Transponder of 007 going around the lap car. That's the 99 of Sharp. He'll stay to the outside, let all the race leaders get down to the inside. So Bachman and Lackey battling right there. Banks, Roselli, and Dino has now caught the tail end of the train. See everybody down around the bottom. They're still chasing Barber. Right on board with the G-Stone Motors onboard camera, facing backwards from the race leader. On board with Barber as we close in on halfway. That's Bachman just behind him. Lackey, Banks, Roselli, Reynolds. They have about a half a second, call it a second actually, over the 7th place runner of Billings. York still having a battle back here. That is Logan Wentz just out in front of the York entry. See the 99 of Glenn Sharp letting the drivers that are battling for position get right by him. Sharp currently back there running into the 23rd spot on the speedway. 2 laps away from the halfway bonus here tonight. What's the halfway bonus? Well, it's a prize pack. We didn't even tell you, race fans. Turn 3 Racing Network throwing up a prize pack for the race leader at the halfway portion of this. Is it staying here in the States with Bachman, or is it headed north to drink some of that Canadian Molson, eh? They tried to bribe me here tonight to talk like the drunken Jim Bob from the infield reporting, but we can't do it. We can't talk like Jim Bob, who's been down there drinking Molson all night long. Barber, though, trying to lead the halfway. So it'll be Barber that picks up that halfway bonus. Now we just got to worry about getting things through customs races. We know how that always works for our friends north of the border. Barber, Bachman, Lackey, Banks, Roselli at the halfway home portion here tonight in the Leon Gagnon Memorial 100. Tonight presented by G-Stone Motors. Reynolds still sitting at the tail of the little bit of a train. Then you got a little bit of a ways back. You find that yellow number 17. That is Billings. Billings having a down year this year compared to his past here at the 802 series. Not able to find victory lane this year. He has been able to pick up a handful, though. 4 to be exact. Heat race victories. So he knows how to get it done at the front of the field, just has not had it come true during our features. He has been able to pick up 7 podiums, though. 8 top 5s and 11 top 10s. Picked up 1 pole this year also. So if right now we ended this one, we've mainly been focusing on the Drew and Lackey championship battle that's been really hot and heavy. There's another championship battle, and that's for the final spot on the podium. Barber and Bachman, they were just separated by 7 points coming in. Right now it actually would be a dead tie for that 3rd spot, and then we would go to wins. And Barber has some. I say a down year, and then I look at my notes and race fans, if I could just scribble correctly. Good thing we have Jimmy back there telling me I was wrong. Barber's out front, though. Barber, Bachman, Lackey. Brewer trying to pick up another one. He's still been trying to work on Trevor Giroux. Giroux's been able to pick up 2 spots. They got around York and it's been Brandon Guerin, and then I saw one flash to the infield. That was the number 18. That is Logan Wentz. Slider up the speedway. There goes the number 39. He'll hold on to it. So Brewer holding the 8th spot currently over Trevor Giroux. Giroux doing exactly what he needs here in the first half of this race. Just make it through without any mistakes and keep the race leaders right there in your distance. Clump back here, locked in a battle. Clump down to the inside with the Tobias number 17 junior. That's Bud Molyneux down to the inside, Tyler Naft to the outside, and Harold Klump in that blue number 17 junior. These drivers just sliding back and forth between each other. They're running back here 14th, 15th, and 16th currently here. Race leaders working through some lap traffic. Shane currently sitting in the 19th spot just out in front of the race leaders. Race leaders look like they're all going to try to go to the inside here. 40 laps to go. It'll be 39. When we come by the flag stand, 39 more times around Oswego. What do you say so far here tonight, race fans? It's been a good one here from the Steel Palace. Oh, one into the wall. Shane Pearson into the wall, going to snag Dean Reynolds. The first caution flag of the evening has flown here tonight at Oswego. Shane getting into the outside wall, and the Reynolds, number 79. The whole front end wadded up on that car. He'll have to bring it to the attention to his pits. Take a look. Watch the number 31 riding the outside there. Just trying to stay out of the race leader's way. And the right rear just touched the wall. Around he went. Dino nowhere to go. Right on board here with Dino. No time to react to that one. As soon as he saw the spinning 31 out in front of him, off the gas and on the hooks, and unfortunately, that's going to hurt. Dean has not brought it down. Maybe he thinks he can go with the way it is. That thing looks like it's about to fold over and push like a dump truck while he goes into turn 1 for the first time under power. We'll see. So, 2-car incident here, bringing out the first caution flag of the evening here in Oswego. It is Barber out front here with Bachman, Lackey, Banks, Roselli, and then Dean. Lights are out, so we're going to double them back up here as they get ready to go back racing here at Oswego. Just over halfway. 37 laps when we go back racing. Pace track about to head to the infield. Barber choosing the outside lane to fire off on this restart. Rolls back into the restart zone, back underway. Banks trying to pounce while the iron is hot on Bachman. Not going to be able to do it. Look at everybody come through the bump there off of turn number 2. One into the wall there. That was the Bachman entry. Barber able to lead that first lap back to green flag. Reynolds still holding on to it. And I don't know how, race fans. I look at the front end suspension of that number 79 and I think absolutely no way. Contact. Contact between Roselli to Reynolds to Banks back to Roselli. Everybody keeping it underneath them. Look at the Van Sickle Electric number 7 of Roselli. Only driver currently sitting in double-digit positions gained, but let's head back to the race leaders because Barber, Bachman, and Lackey, they boot scoot and tried to boogie away from the race field here. There goes Barber to the outside, a little bit of a defensive line that time for Bachman over Lackey. Giroux back into the top 10. Fell out momentarily. He's back into running 7th as he battles there with Ryland Banks. It's Banks, it's Giroux, 7th, 8th, 7th, 8th. Back and forth they go. Caution lights. Lattisaur and Molly New turned around down here in 3 and 4. Second time the caution lights will come on. Let's take the look. Lattisaur. There's Molly New. Molly New, and I believe that was Kinsey. Watch it back again here. Watch the 883. Just got into the bars, entering the corner. Around he goes. Lattisaur absolutely nowhere to go. Right on board with the Super Dirt Car Series onboard camera with number 23 of Joey Lattisaur. He's off, he's sideways, and man, that right front made a little contact, but we'll see. Everybody did get turned back around. You see Lattisaur, though, he will head pit side. These drivers do have what you call a quick repair or a fast repairer at their disposal. They just have to come to the safety of pit road to get that done, and then they can join the back of the field if they choose. Looks like the lights are out on the iRacing.com safety vehicle, so we're lining them back up here. We'll go backward, try it again. 32 laps remaining when we go back racing. Barber choosing the outside lane. We'll put Bachman to the inside. Then it'll be Lackey to the inside of row number 2 with Roselli to the outside of row number 2. Reynolds and Brewer. Banks and Giroux. Green flag back into the air. Working lap number 69 here. Nice. How about Brewer back into the game? Picked up a couple on that restart. Sideways for the number 7. That's the 007 of Bachman. He held on to it, though. Anthony Roselli is here to play. He'll slide up across the field. Almost parked it up against the outside retaining wall. Brewer turned her down left and hit it. He'll now take the second spot back away from Roselli. Here comes Lackey once again. He'll work the bottom side of the speedway out of 4. Lackey will throw it to the inside here. Get a little bit of a touch to that number 7 of Anthony Roselli. They're going to go 3 wide because Bachman goes to the outside. Pinball Wizard down the back straightaway. Pinball Bachman right up and out of the top 5. Bachman, who goes from running second, now back to 6th. It's Barber, Brewer, Lackey, Roselli, Reynolds, and sideways for Brewer. He was trying to go high, wide, and handsome around the outside there and stepped on it just a little bit and trying to get that number 39. Now into the outside wall at 3 and 4 for Brewer. Brewer going to go from running 3rd back to 8th, 9th, now 10th. Where does the bleeding stop for the driver of the number 39B? Looks like Brewer will funnel into that 9th and 10th position, but that's far away from where he just was. He was battling for the race lead. Now Lackey finds himself all by himself in P number 2. Barber, Lackey, Roselli, Reynolds. And I was just about to start talking before all the gloves came off there about how that number 79 of Dean Reynolds was wrapped up in that wreck on the front straightaway. And I'm sure, race fans, you can see it from our camera. See, maybe we can find a better angle. Those front tires are not straight down the straightaways. They are folded in. Caution lights. Third caution of the evening coming out. It's the 883 of Bud Molyneux parked up against the outside retaining wall. He'll find a gear and he'll roll it away, but this is what will bring out the third caution flag of the evening. Battling with the Tyler Vaff entry. Just caught the outside wall, and it parked it. Right front got turned around, parked into the outside wall. The 883 of Molyneux. Right on board, this is the Mr. Radiator's onboard camera here with the 883 of Molyneux. That outside wall will get you every time. Every time it'll reach out and get you. So, taking a look. Did we talk about this driver? 17, he's actually out there on the speedway. We could have placed that photo better there, production team. But there is a throwback. That's Shane Billings in the number 22, the cart. And that's what his modified looks like here tonight. A throwback to himself in his early days of his racing career. He's going to restart this one to the inside row, number 4. The lights are back out. Barber Lackey, Reynolds Roselli. "24 laps when we go back racing here in the Leon Gagne Memorial 100, presented by G-Stone Motors. Back to Green Flag Racing. Barber with another great start. Reynolds hanging it out up top. Same with Bachman, same with Clay Christopherson. There you see the full throttle motorsports driver picking up 15 spots, just trying to knock on the back end of that top 5. Everybody pretty much going bottom shelf hunting with just 24 laps remaining. It'll be 23. Jump for Jordan. Battle at the front. Lackey drove it in deep just to let Barber know, hey, buddy, I'm here. Barber, Lackey, Reynolds, Roselli, Giroux. 75T of Giroux been pretty quiet. Oh, problems up in turn 3 and 4. Bachman gonna fall all the way outside the top 10. So Bachman and his throwback to Matt Shepard. Battle again, though, back at the front. 21 jump street left in this one. Lackey now the race leader with just 21 laps remaining. Lackey knows he has to go out and win and hope that his counterpart kind of bobbles here tonight. Caution lights. Oh boy, 2 of them turn around down here in 3 and 4. And they're stuck. Not the way Brandon Guerin had his. Oh, and they're playing tug of war now. Who's going to get it? Come on. Well. Hey, they're free. We all win, race fans. We all win on that one. All right, let's take a look back here. Watch the 2 to the outside there. That's Brandon Guerin. Oh, he made contact. That's the 007. Bachman. Nowhere for Molly New to go. Holy shomolies. Take a look. This is on board with Bud Molyneux. He was down on the bottom. He got out of it. And the spinning Guerin entry down the speedway he came. Watch it again. Brandon up top. There comes the Bachman entry, and just Molly knew nowhere to go. That's what put us under the caution flag here. You see Brandon able to come back out onto the speedway. He'll join the back of the field, tagging the rear in 16th position, being scored. Looks like he is the final driver on the lead lap, so 16th position for him. Lights go out on the iRacing.com pace vehicle here tonight at Oswego, closing out the season. 20 laps. It'll be 19 to go when we go back racing. It'll be Lackey, it'll be Barber, it'll be Reynolds, Roselli, Christopherson, Giroux, Brewer, Billings, York, and Banks. Let's finish this one out here tonight for Leon Gagno. Roll it back. This time, though, Lackey gonna get the jump. Seventeen Billings, a little sideways off turn 2. Almost count the outside retaining wall. Ooh, Lackey bobbled that time through 3 and 4. Here comes Barber hot to trot. Seeing if he can take back the race lead. He'll hold the bottom side. He'll make Lackey slide himself. See if there's any momentum off the bottom side of 1 and 2 as they enter 3 and 4. And it's not. It is Lackey, Barber, Roselli, Reynolds, Christopherson, the top 5. Clay Christopherson, though, on the bottom side in car number 51. It's the little engine that could. He came from a last chance qualifier, came from way downtown, and he's been walking fast. As now he finds himself running 4th with 16 laps to go. He's got Roselli, Barber, and Lackey between him and going to victory lane, and we've barely seen the 51 come off the bottom side of the speedway here tonight. It's not like Reynolds. We've seen him up around the outside. We've seen Billings up around the outside. Heck, at one time we saw Logan Wentz try to knock down the entire outside fence here tonight. One driver having some problems back there. I believe that was the York entry. It is. There is the number 77X. He'll fall back into 16th. Trevor Giroux trying to pick up one on Mr. Reynolds. Giroux in 5th. Now Reynolds being scored in 5th. There you see those two drivers side by side down into turn number 3. Giroux in the blue and yellow with the orange number 75T. Give Giroux the 5th spot. 13 to go. The laps are winding down. Christopherson trying to find the inside there on the number 7 of Anthony Roselli. A little bit of love contact, and Roselli not happy with Clay Christopherson. Gave him a shot as he went by him. Laps are winding down. You gotta go. If you got the tires left here tonight, you gotta use them. Christopherson now 19 spots gained here tonight. Remember, that's picking up a hard charger bonus tonight. Still thinking that Reynolds is having some handling issues in the number 79. One driver into the wall. That's a handling issue for Shane Billings. He'll make a little contact there with Banks as Banks tries to get that spot. Now the question is, does Clay Christopherson, as the double high fives come out, does he have enough time? It's a second and a half to the race leaders of Lackey Barber. Looking at the times, he's faster, but it's not fast enough for the 51. That time by at the flag stand. We'll keep it right here. We're going to look again when they come out of 3 and 4. Lackey across the line. He'll go with a 20.86. 20.86. A 20.84 for Barber and a 20.85 for Clay Christopherson. They're the only drivers that are in the 22nd bracket out onto the speedway, and they are the top 3 drivers. Here comes Lackey. He'll come back across 8 to go. Lackey can win this one, but still would fall short tonight of Giroux. Giroux is running back there. There he is, 5th. He's got Brewer looking through the middle, 3 wide with Reynolds outside. He's able to put the power down. He'll funnel it back in front of those 2 drivers. Has Brewer sitting back into the 7th position with Reynolds being scored in 6th. They're trying to all run down Anthony Roselli for that 4th position. 6 to go this time by at the line. Lackey, Barber, Christopherson, Roselli, Giroux, Reynolds, Brewer, and Billings. There he is in the, one driver up onto the wall there. Tyler Neff in his throwback number 10 climbed the outside wall and put it back down. He's running 13th right now with 5 laps to go for Lackey. Lackey's starting to pull away now, actually on the number 16 of Barber. Called about 4/10 of a second. Last time by, Christopherson actually chewed into that race lead, and it looks like he is coming. With 4 laps to go, put it under, call it 6, 7 car lengths from Lackey back to Christopherson. It is going to be a 3-car battle here with 4 to go. The laps are clicking down, and the front 3 are grouping up to put on one heck of a show here tonight at Oswego. That time by, though, it looked like Christopherson lost a little bit, waiting for those lap times to come through, and yeah, just a little bit that time lost for Christopherson. 3 laps to go here tonight for Dale. Barber's right on the back of Lackey. If he gets into those bars, as now here goes Barber. He looking to the outside. He's got the lap car. Molyneux, though, right there. Molyneux going to run it down on the bottom side of the speedway. Put a little bit of arrow on the race leader of Lackey with 2 laps to go. Molyneux working the outside. Let's see what happens. He'll go to the outside in 3 and 4. Oh, a little defensive line there by Lackey, and he's going to do that. Here comes Christopherson. The white flag is out here tonight. The final trip, Clay Christopherson. He's going to go up top. He'll catch a little bit of the Armco barrier. It's a 2-horse race down the back straightaway. Christopherson has fallen back. Is it going to be Lackey? Is it going to be Barber? Will it be Christopherson? Drag race out of turn 4 for the final time here tonight. And it will go to Chad Lackey, picking up another one. Started the season with a win. He'll end the season in victory lane. So it's Lackey, it's Barber, it's Christopherson, Brewer, and Giroux. Giroux doing exactly what he needed here tonight. Lackey picks up the win here tonight at Oswego, but Trevor Giroux will pick up the championship. Anthony Roselli will finish in 6th. It'll be Reynolds, Billings, Banks, and Lawson. Don't need that motor anymore. Revving to the moon, bullseye, but there on the front straightaway, race fans. Your top 3 drivers. Lackey, Barber, Christopherson. And we're getting a word in with the championship winner of Trevor Giroux, race fans. Don't worry. We're getting all 4 of them up here, and it'll be one big party here at Oswego right when we come back after this. Don't go anywhere, race fans. Hear what the top drivers have to say after this one.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back to the Oswego Speedway race fans. The Leon Gagnon Memorial 100 here tonight for the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series officially in the books. And with that 100-lap feature in the books, that means the championship has been wrapped up. But we're going to make you all hang tight for just a couple of moments as we get ready to go trackside here. We're starting with the third place finisher here tonight. Clay, that car was on rails and it was coming. 19 spots gained here to come up P number 3.
Yeah, the car felt really good. I was hoping for a caution on that pile up that happened about lap, I don't even know, 4 or 5. I think it was no caution, so everyone was in pairs of 3s and 2s. So I did burn up my tires a little bit more than I wanted to the first 50 just to keep up with pace. But as soon as that first caution came out, I kind of just set pace, and I think it was about lap probably 65, 70. I started getting on it a little bit.
What more did you need, though? Because you got there with about 10 laps to go. You looked up, you saw 2 cars out in front of you. You saw Barber and Lackey. Did you need a caution flag? Did you need about 50 more laps? Maybe we can talk to Dean next year and get you 50 more.
With that 10 there, if there was a caution for that 10, I think I might have had something for him, or at least made it 3 wide for a little while. I think that would have been pretty fun racing. 3 and 4 was pretty locked down on the bottom, but 1 and 2 seemed like you could kind of run, cut down anywhere you liked. So, no, the car felt consistent, and I'm happy with the P3.
P3 will look good on the scoreboard. You know what also looks good? You being one of the only 2 drivers this season to be able to pick up a victory for, I guess, our stateside drivers. How does that feel knowing that this year was a hard one and you still were able to find victory lane?
Sitting against, I like racing with Chad and Matt and all them guys. They like to be side by side, and they like slick tracks too. That's the most raciness, in my opinion, is when it's slickened up like that, when guys have to slow down. No, congrats to them, and they earned it this year.
Well, before we let you go here, who do you got to thank that made the 51 all season look good, drive good, and of course, who do you got to thank for just coming out to have the fun?
All the guys at 802 and the guys at FTM and Swan Speed Shop for 358 and big block sets.
There you have it. It's short, it's sweet. That's Clay Christopherson here tonight. He will pick up 19 spots. He will also pick up the Hard Charger award brought to us by Mr. Radiator's Auto Service. So he'll take a little bit of cabbage home here tonight, if you will, for finishing P number 3 and 19 spots gained. The next driver, though, it's the 16 of Barber. Barber, you had one heck of a run here tonight, leading the most laps tonight in the feature event. But this one is going to show a score box of P number 2.
And, you know, I'm perfectly fine with that. Like I said last race, racing side by side, close racing, I'll take a second over, you know, getting second from just being slow and having the guy pull away. I love just racing hard all the time, and me and Chad are just super hyped about that race. We raced our hearts out. We've been practicing all week for this, and it really showed. But yeah, couldn't be happier with a second place. Leading all the laps, yes, that's always nice, but a good race is more to me, and for any race really.
Well, it feels good to come home in second, but how good does it feel, or how strange does it feel, if you will, racing out there for 100 laps in Oswego and seeing some of these amazing paint schemes for some of your childhood heroes, some of your favorite people that you grew up watching on a Saturday night?
It is. It's honestly fantastic seeing everybody participating with the throwback schemes. Of course, mine's a throwback to my cousin Randy Ritzkus, who used to run back in like the 80s or so with the dirt modifieds. He used to run at the Moody Mile. He was a track champion up here in Brockville, but way back in the day, before he moved up to super modifieds in Oswego. And he lives right just off of turn 1 and 2 in Oswego. And I'm pretty sure he's watching tonight. So if you're watching tonight, hey Randy, how's it going? And of course, Chad, with one of my childhood heroes, Stefan LaFrance. I used to watch that exact car all the time at the local tracks, just ripping up the tracks and just kicking ass, and it's just awesome. I love all the participation everybody had. Some amazing looking cars tonight, and I hope everybody watching really enjoyed it as well.
Was an absolute fun race, I can tell you from my point of view. With you picking up P number 2 here tonight on the track in the points championship standings, it will show you P number 3 at the end of this season. A good season for yourself, and well, you can't be bashful after running this one and finishing where you did and finishing in this point series. So what do you say we let you tell us who makes this all possible, because it was one heck of a season.
Well, of course, making it possible, the 802 for putting on this fantastic league every year. Me and the guys look forward to this every off season. It gives us something to always look forward to every Tuesday. Of course, everybody sponsoring and helping out with the 802. They do a fantastic job. Dean with Super Dirt Car Series, all my guys, like always, Chad, Rylan, Trevor right here, Shane, Joey, all the Canadian boys, and really everybody in the league for good hard racing all season long. Good hard clean racing, of course. The Tessier Mechanical boys, as always. Of course, you, Roger, for putting on the broadcast, doing a fantastic job as always. And everybody watching, tuning in, I hope you guys enjoyed the race, and thank you so much for coming out.
There you have it. P number 2 tonight in the scoreboard, or on the scoreboard here at Oswego. That's Matt Barber. He'll finish P number 3 in the overall championship standings for these drivers. And then it came down to 2 drivers. The winner here tonight is Chad Lackey for your feature. Chad, how does it feel to pick up another win? You started in victory lane this season with 2 straight victories. Tonight you're going to wrap things up with another victory, but you're going to fall short on that championship hope.
Yeah, I mean, that's I honestly, about the feature, I'm at a loss for words, man. I honestly did not think I was going to be parking in victory lane tonight. I was really just going for a top 5, but like I said, I'm at a loss for words. I couldn't be any happier parking this in victory lane, especially with this wrap I got on tonight. About the championship, a hell of a job to Trevor, man. He stayed consistent most of the season. I wouldn't say all season, but I'd say at least 90% of the season. That boy, he drove the shit out of that car, and he just stayed consistent, and that's what you need to do in this league, man, to win championships. So hats off to Trevor, and of course hats off to Matt there for I believe he's 3rd in points. So hats off to Matt for getting his 3rd championship. Of course, Canadians top 3 championship, man. We needed something ever since the sports for Canada. We've been taking a lot of L's recently, so it's nice to finally bring something back to Canada.
Well, I'm glad you said it, and I didn't have to throw those little jabs and punches at you, because we know how your hockey team is. But you're much better than that, because you go to victory lane. You pick up 3 wins this season overall. That's not easy when you look at the field that you had to battle this season. I mean, you battled right here to the end with Barber. You knew Christopherson was coming. Right behind them was Roselli and Giroux and Reynolds. And, I mean, you could go all the way back to Stryker and Bachman and Sharp, and the list goes on and on. So picking up 3 wins is no easy task.
Oh, no, not at all. It's, like I said, I'm at a loss for words. Hats off to everyone tonight for their awesome driving. Was it three cautions we had in the 100 laps with the guys who don't even race in real life? So honestly, what a great race from everyone. And that's honestly, I'm just upset I don't have a beer right now.
If you had a beer, what are you drinking? Molson?
No, I'm going with my Michelob. I like my Ultras.
Well, sure ain't a Labatt Blue, that's for sure. But hey, what do you say we let you tell us about this throwback and tell us about everybody that made it look so good, and then everybody that made it run so well this year?
Yeah, this throwback I decided to run, made by Vertex Graphics. It's actually a replica. Matt actually talked about it earlier in his interview. It's Stéphane Lafrance, 2012 black and white zipper car. It's one of the cars I grew up watching at the Brockville Speedway, and it was always one of my favorites. So I was just so happy to park this in victory lane for Steph, and I hope he's watching.
Good looking hot rod there, Chad. We hope to see you next year.
Awesome. Thanks, Roger. And I just want to say thank you again to 802 for sponsoring the league. All the admins, Dean, Rob, Brandon, Of course, there's other people that I'm forgetting, but thank you to those guys for adminning this season. I gotta say thanks to all the side sponsors who all put up side bonuses for every race. Especially, I know I can't name them all, but I know for sure one is Mr. Radiator, Joey Lattiser. So you gotta give a massive shout out to him. All the boys in Discord, Matt, Shane, Rylan, Justin, even Trevor. He would come in and hang with us sometimes during races. So got to give a shout out to those boys. We all put so much time and effort into this, and yeah, just couldn't do it without them. And of course, Billing Motorsports, Vertex Graphics. Who else we got here? Victory Fuel, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just want to say hi to everyone watching. Hope you enjoyed the race.
There you have it. He'll pick up tonight's win, his third feature win of the season. He is your second overall points runner, though, at the end of this one. That is Chad Lackey in the 66. So your top three have gotten their interviews here tonight, and now it is my pleasure to introduce to you, race fans, your overall champion here for season number 4 of the G-Stow Motors 358 Modified Series. He picked up a total of 6 victories this season, with 9 podium finishes. Your champion here this season is the driver of the number 75T of Trevor Giroux. Trevor, you came in as a rookie, and I guess, like Miley Cyrus says, you came in like a wrecking ball. You took all the candy, you took all the trophies, and you ran back to Ontario. How does it feel to know that you're better than the hockey team?
Well, I'd rather not be better than the hockey team, but at least the Canadians won something this year, eh?
You talk about winning, and you heard it from Lackey and a sweep of the top 3 podium finishes at the end of this season. Well, in the championship, go to you, Lackey, and Barber. So it's all going home north of the border.
Yeah, just I mean, incredible season from Matt and Chad, just even Rylan. Like, we all got wins, and everybody did a great job from top to bottom. First season in the league here, it was incredible. Just the way it's ran, the drivers. I mean, I think we did like 50 something laps, I think, green there at Oswego. So that was awesome. I was so nervous and just anxiety filled coming into tonight. I didn't really rehearse a speech or anything. Like, I don't know what to say. Just super happy. Super proud of Matt and Chad. I mean, they ran up front all night long, and had a great season, like I said, and kind of figured going in, had the mindset that it was probably going to be Chad winning. So just had to hit my marks and not fall back too far, and 75-ish laps in, kind of started saying, all right, let's go here, and kept the nose clean. A couple close calls there, but at the end of the day, it all worked out, and went into the race and did exactly what I wanted to do, and came out with the championship, which is what I wanted, obviously. So super happy, super happy.
When you look back over your rookie campaign here with the 802 series and picking up as many victories as you did, which race all season is going to stick out to you to tell you or tell anybody down the road that was the turning point and I knew it?
Oh, man. Honestly, I think it was Knoxville. Going into that race, I think it was either 2 in a row or 3 in a row at that point. I didn't have a great mindset going in. The confidence was not great going into that race, just because I'm not the greatest at that track, and then end up going in and winning. And that's when I kind of realized in my own head that you know what I have the ability to go out and win even at tracks maybe I'm not comfortable in. Just a little bit of luck plays in there. But I hear all the time that sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. So yeah, I think that's probably my turning point for the season, where it was it kind of set in where it's going to be a dandy finish here for the championship, and then just overall personal confidence after that race was just sky high, and that plays a huge factor for me going into a very pressure-filled race like this, knowing you got a guy like Chad right on your butt. One small mistake on my part, and he wins the race and I finish outside of 16th, it's over, right? So just a lot of pressure, and yeah, just confidence was a big thing for me this year.
Well, you're able to take that confidence and you're going to be able to run back across the border. What are you going to do all off season now? Because this is it. Oswego was it. We've crowned you the champion. What are you going to do?
Oh man, I think I'm gonna free up my Tuesdays for the wife. I do a lot of this racing stuff, and she's nothing but supportive. Like she has no problems at all. She'll come in and watch sometimes, and you know, like I said, she's just absolutely the most supportive person in my life, and I couldn't be more appreciative of her. She knows racing's in my blood, and this is what I love to do, whether it's real or not. And like I said, just super supportive. So gonna free up my Tuesdays and spend it with her, and you know, just relax. I'm gonna keep running other stuff, you know, coast to coast. Do that a few times a week. So gonna stay fresh and stay sharp, and come get right back at it when 802 comes back. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Well, what do you say we do the old song and dance here, and we roll this red carpet out for you, and we hand you the microphone because you thank the old lady, but I know there's a lot of other peoples that make this number 75 look good, run good, and get you out here onto the track to get you the success that you had this season. So we're going to hand it over to you. This is your time to shine.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get everybody, but I know I'm going to miss guys. But first and foremost, thank my wife. Like I said, she's very supportive. Gotta thank her. Gotta thank my mom and dad. They were watching tonight, and funny little story actually. My wife comes in my office and leaves me a little note on my desk, and I'll read it to you right here, Roger. It says, "Your parents said to step it up. You are losing spots." So they were watching tonight. Shout out to them. You know, Dad obviously did real racing. Late models, I was sporting his wrap tonight. So shout out to my pops for putting this stuff in my DNA. This racing stuff's awesome, whether it's real or not. Shout out to my mom and dad. Got to thank my uncle Paul and my cousin Steve. They were watching all season long, cheering me on, just being very supportive. Thank you guys so much. I can't put into words how thankful I am for each and every one of you who come in here and take time out of your day to watch this race and stuff. And all the guys at FTM worked my butt off this week with Clay, man. He helped me a lot this week to get me dialed in for Oswego, and it paid off, man. We did well, I personally did a few hundred laps, a couple hundred laps, and me and Clay today did quite a few together, and just getting dialed in, getting ready. So shout out to him. Shout out to every single FTM driver, especially Dean. I mean, for how much he does for not only the team but the league as well. He does a ton for us here, and it's been awesome racing under him. Thank you to G-Stone Motors for sponsoring this stuff. Justin Stone, just awesome guy. Thank you, like I said, G-Stone Motors for sponsoring this stuff. Thank you to everybody at 802, you, Roger, Brandon, all the admins, everybody from top to bottom. This is an incredible league to run, and easily one of the best leagues I've ever been a part of from top to bottom. So thank you so much to everybody who puts this stuff on. Got to thank sponsors on the car, Expert Installation, Dean Reynolds to Super Dirt Car Series, Shaggy TV, Swan Speed Shop, JRB Designs for that wrap I had racing tonight, and yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in all season on the broadcast. It's been a pleasure. Really looking forward to getting this stuff going again.
There you have it. He is your Season 4 champion here tonight, race fans. Trevor Giroux picking up 6 victories in his rookie campaign. He joins the likes of Speedy Brissett, Damian Ward, Sam Bachman, and now Trevor Giroux. Those are the only 4 champions we've ever had here with the 802 series, and he will wear that badge of honor, well, very well. He fits in right with that group, and race fans, talking about groups and fitting in, Man, without you guys out there, we wouldn't have had this season we did here with the 802 series. We got to thank, obviously, Justin and Todd Stone for everything they do over at G Stone Motors here for the series. We got to thank everybody over at High Side Productions, BG Graphics, Expert Installations, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some just like these drivers because that's just how big of a season it has been. Without them and everything they do for us race fans, we wouldn't be here to show you some of your favorite stars, your cars, your local heroes on a Saturday night or right here on a Tuesday night. It has been my pleasure to serve you for the last 4 seasons as the voice of the 802 series. So for everybody at the Turn 3 Racing Network, we hope you enjoyed the productions this season. And until we catch you next time, race fans, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.
Motorsports and racing cars is a big part of the heritage here at G-Stone Motors. Todd and I have been racing each other for years. I love the one-on-one competition. It comes bottom line, we're all behind each other and support each other with everything we do. I think that says a lot about our company's culture. I'm Vince Quinville, Service Manager at G-Stone Motors.
G Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.